Kia ora from Aotearoa, Poppy speaking with the current 9th wave, sacred Mayan calendar energies. And yesterday we began a new 9-day phase in 7 Road, and it was also the beginning of the Wayeb, which is a 5-day period that the Maya have, which is like the end of a solar year and the beginning. It's a reflection time where people are encouraged to be quiet, to reflect, and to be in their inner world. And so 7 Road is also a very reflective energy to do with our destiny roads. And it's a contemplation energy, focusing on our personal destinies and illuminating our roads. So this is in the DAYWAVE phase beginning, so actions will evolve out of what we discover, and a new way forward can begin. So there will be enlightenment at the end of this phase, which will, because that last day will be in 2 Sun, and that will hold a new balance of what the past has contributed to our lives and what the future will bring. And so we know we're truly, truly healed when we are grateful for our pasts, even the traumatic experiences that have grown us and we have freed ourselves from, and that we're grateful for a future where we experience gratitude in our now and can cherish and nurture nature and all that assists our human life journeys. Now, if you are really in tune with divine time, which means that you are connected to our divine life forces, Mother Earth and Father Sky, you are beyond the trappings of the matrix of that time. So all of that is held in place. It's limited, it's finite, and this is the reptilian world who have took control of the planet and have been harvesting energy here. And we have actively, if we are in alignment, we will have been releasing those final holds. We will have discovered the power of who we really, really are, and that when we are connected with Source, that our energy is infinite because Source is infinite, and the love and the truth that is held in that union with them can rise above even the cruelest regime. And I know that I can speak with authority on this one. I have had to go back and remember satanic ritual abuse, how things came to be, the programs which were written on my life, and transform them in healing fires of transformation. And so, because I was directly attacked and had issue with reptilians who orchestrated rituals and took part in rituals, and there had been great fear left in my system because of the terror and the lengths that they go to try to break a soul, to try to take that soul and use the magic of that soul. So it's the connection with Source, it's connection with Mother Earth and Father Sky, and it's finding where the blocks to those connections were that were put in place by the trauma-based mind control. So yes, it's been actively coming into a place of forgiveness, forgiving Satan, forgiving Lucifer, forgiving Baphomet, forgiving the reptilians. Many of us that have been through extreme abuse and targeting are from the Lyran race, and some of us will know these are like the big cats, and they We're of extreme high frequency, not bound by time, totally connected with Source. But because of the Lyran traumas, which I believe are now ending on Earth, we were traumatized, we forgot, we were broken temporarily. But the miracle is that we live because we found our way back to Source. And this is it, to find our soul, to reclaim our soul, all the parts that got fragmented and taken away from us through the trauma. We are amazing that we have done that and that we have maintained our souls, because it's only a small minority of humanity who has been able to do that. When people are not connected to Source, or they're connected to only one, so then that's out of balance. The body guru is going to speak, and it's going to show us what needs attention, and it can bring us back to Source. Source is infinite, but the reptilian agenda is finite. It is fitted into that matrix, and that is why they can never fully have power over us, especially when we remember the magicalness of our souls. And if we realize that we were the Lyrans, that we did come here to actually undo the bondage of this beautiful planet, who is ready to rise and to flourish, whose essential living waters are coursing underneath her and are going to rise and cleanse as we do this within ourselves. We're cleansing away the harm, but we're also reclaiming the fullness. We're bringing all the parts of us that were shattered and fragmented away back to us, and so we come fully back into the pure magic of who we are, which is timeless. We go ahead of ourselves to make a way for ourselves. We go into our past to restore and heal and put everything back into a divine order, which is in keeping with the will of Mother Earth as the divine creator here, who receives Father Sky's beautiful time codes daily and what we create from. And many people are missing Source because they follow systems and calendars that are separated from Source. So celebrating the rituals and the gateway days of the Gregorian calendar is keeping people within that matrix, within the Chronos, which comes through in astrology. Astrology came in at the beginning of the sixth wave, when the patriarchy came in. It's a very dualistic system. It will tell where the planets are and what is happening, because those planets were already fixed in place by the consciousness of the humanity. But there is still a lot of duality within the systems, and we need to go back to our source parents, the space-time continuum, space, earth, time, Father, and be really well connected. These codes are invisible codes, and this is what we really truly create from. So if we go remove ourselves away from the dualistic consciousness of these systems and back to the pure original sources of the origins, we can restore ourselves fully. And this is the beauty, and this is why the Mayan calendar was sought to be destroyed by the Vatican, the ones that also very much took on astrology to plan their ritual dates, whereas the Mayan calendar doesn't skip a beat. The invisible time codes keep coming, and if we are connected with Mother and Father truly, we are connected with space, time, and we can rise above all that we can, that we have been through. And that is what I am doing, and that is what I am walking side by side with others. I am amazed at other satanic ritual abuse survivors and their incredible journeys and the power and the majesty of their souls, the ones that truly, truly love and truly, truly take action for our children, that these things never happen, that these massive traumas never happen. The Lyrans are they're like a Christed line. That's the family, that's the purity, that's the anointing that happens when we are fully, fully connected with Mother Earth and Father Sky. And this is why the Lyran, those that came from the Lyran race, have been the most heavily targeted, because we were the greatest threat to the reptilian agenda. But we find our way back to source. We find our way back to our magic. We find our way back to ourselves. And we rise up with Mother Earth and her new paradigm, because that's her dream. And when the Wayeb finishes, we start the Mayan New Year in the energy of 12 Earth. And that's the maturation of her dream within the Death Trecena, which is the rebirth and the transformation. And then we will go into the 9th wave, which is extremely strong birthing energy, birthing of the new, because the trauma is over. Yes, we're still healing it. Yes, we're still feeling it. And that is our strength, the healing it and the feeling it. So I'm grateful for all of you on this journey. And wow, we are really, really sending all those reptilians, that satanic energy, all of that back to its own universe, which is going to be separated from the new Earth paradigm that we create together with Mother Earth. Thank you, and so much love.